everyone, I'm Vera, and today our best Moscow travel guide goes to the main place in Moscow. You cannot imagine this city without it. It is the Red Square. But why is the square named like this? What was the prototype of the GUM shopping center? And where were the criminals in Russia executed? And why was the Vasilievsky descent named Sheremetyevo III? Only a lazy guy does not know that the word red in Russian meant not only color, but also it meant beautiful. And who will argue that it is the most beautiful square in Moscow? But when did it get this name? In the 15th century, a big place around the Kremlin walls has totally burnt out. This territory remained undeveloped and was called Fire. In fact, it was the future Red Square. And on the other side of the square was the busy market. To prevent the growing of the market, it was decided to build one-floor stone stalls at the border of the square. Even today, we can see the prototype of these stone stalls in the most famous Russian shopping center, GUM. The size of it is not surprising anymore, but the architecture and the history is unique. Only in the 17th century, after the Spasskaya tower was built, the small part of the fire between the St Basils Cathedral and the Place of Skulls was named Red, or Beautiful Square. And what is the Place of Skulls? Is it the place where they cut the heads off? In fact, they really did. The most well-known fact of the execution here was the suppression of the Strelets rebellion by Peter I. The wooden scaffold was built here for the executions. There is a famous painting by Surikov, the morning of Strelets' execution. But usually on the Place of Skulls only the judgments were read, and the place got its name after this hill, which was named the Skull Hill. On this hill, this beautiful cathedral was built. In 1812, Napoleon tried to demolish it. The Soviets tried to blow it up. But as you can see, the cathedral is still here. The famous French architect Le Corbusier have called it the fantasy of the mad pastry cook. But who built it and the meaning of the colors of the domes is still a mystery. The Red Square have seen a lot during the centuries. The menagerie in the dried moat by the Kremlin wall, the wooden theater in the Peter times. The tram line was here for 20 years. Football matches, concert, tanks on the parade. But once it was also an airfield. In 1987, an incredible thing has happened. A German pilot, Matthias Rust, landed here on Vasilievsky descent without any permission right from Finland to the heart of the Russian capital. The landing itself happened on the bridge of the Moskva River, and after that the plane went almost up to the St Basils Cathedral. After that, this place was named Sheremetyevo III. And now it's time to return to the square and listen to the Kremlin chimes. They beat every quarter of an hour. The first chimes on the Spasskaya tower was made by an English master, Christopher Holloway. But the fires were the main Moscow problem, and since that time a lot of chimes have changed. The chimes that you see now are only 100 years old. The Red Square is full of stories, and I can tell them eternally. It is wonderful in every season, and Moscow Travel Guide will return here for sure, maybe in summer. Subscribe to our channel, watch our videos. See you!